Kumusta sa inyong tanan ug mayong pagabot sa kini nga video? Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Kini nga video nga intermedio nga sinukbuanon, right? This video of intermediate Cebuano. And we're going to be talking about enclitic particles again. But specifically with na and pa sa kuan sa mga adverbio nga na ug pa. Ug unsay kuan unsay gamiton nila. So, and what is gonna, how do we use them and what's their usage, right? So, first of all, na and pa are enclitic particles, right? And if you're watching this video, you should already have seen the what they mean and all that jazz, right? So we're just gonna talk more in depth about na and pa, right? So one, they are enclitic particle adverbs, right? So adverbs, you should know what an adverb is, right? And if you don't, well, I'll tell you. All right, I don't really like to explain a lot of stuff that kind of went over, but whatever. So adverbs are things that modify, they're words that modify verbs, okay? And alter kind of meanings of verbs in ways, right? So they're placed after phrasal ideas or the end of sentences, okay? Phrasal ideas. And that is just, you'll see through the examples that I have. And then I put an asterisk at the end of sentence because if you put these things at the end of sentences, they will not modify, but they will make the sentence more I guess serious or put emphasis. Yeah, I guess they'll emphasize the sentence more by adding them, and you'll see through the examples as well that I put. And they change the meaning for aspects. So depending on what aspect we have, they change meanings, okay? And in this chart is what you should probably have a clue of what na and pa can mean. And where's my little pointer? Right here. So na, let's talk about na for example, right? Na in the completed aspect, right? If you remember, completed was the ones that already have started, actions that already started, versus incomplete where actions haven't been started yet. Okay, so if we have an action that already started or a verb that already started, it's gonna mean already or something along the lines of has or have blah 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 done already, right? Same with pa. If the verb has already started, it's gonna make it so that pa will take on the meaning of also or to, right? Depending on the context. And same with na. But if the verb hasn't been started yet, right? Or yeah, if the verb is incomplete and haven't been started yet, na will take on the meaning of now or already, and pa will take on the meaning of yet, else, or still. Somewhere along those lines, again, you will see through the examples. And then this one I just put time to do something, right? Because Cebuano, we like to look at things through time, right? In relative to time, things that are in relativity to time, right? So na can have this psychological a psychological meaning for not a lot in terms of softening time. So a psychological softening of time between 2 points in time, right? So if I have two periods of between 2 periods of time, it's gonna mean not a lot of time to do something. Versus pa, with the 2 points in time and their distance between the 2 points of those time, it's gonna have a meaning of plenty of time to do something, right? Not a lot of time versus plenty of time to do something. And I have an example for that right down here, all right? So follow along, okay? Kanusa ang minyo? And the two answers with na or pa can go something like this. If it's a na answer, sa Domingo na ang minyo, apil po ng misa. Uh-oh, y'all better get ready because there's not a lot of time left. Right? Kanusa ang minyo? Ay, sa Domingo na ang minyo, apil po ng misa. So this person is saying, oh, it's gonna be coming soon this Sunday. Right? You better get ready because it's coming soon. Sa Domingo na ang minyo, right? Consequently, this is what I mean by putting it after a phrasal idea or at the end of the sentence. So our phrasal idea here is sa Domingo, right? Sa Domingo, it's going to be on Sunday, and that's why na can be placed after that phrasal idea. The whole phrase here is sa Domingo ang minyo. That's the whole phrase, but the idea is it's going to be on Sunday. I can also put na at the end of this marked at our marked focus here, right? Sa Domingo ang minyo na. Sa Domingo ang minyo na. Oh, okay. But if I put it at the end of the sentence, it exaggerates the sentence. I guess it just makes it more exaggerated. I don't. I'm thinking of the word to say here. Stressed. It stresses the sentence. Sa Domingo ang minyo apil po ng misa na. It just makes it more emphasized. There you go. So that's about the na example. With the pa example, sa Domingo pa, right? If we say pa after the phrasal idea, then you'll be like, oh, okay, the meaning's like, oh yeah, got time, mate, you can do it, you know. So sa Domingo pa ang minyo. Oh, okay, I still got time. I don't know if it's a lot of time, but I still got time, right? So, you know, you got time, bud, so you can prepare all you want. But if you can put pa at the end of a sentence, it just exaggerates it like na. I guess it's just preferred that you put na and pa right after the phrasal idea, so it modifies that phrasal idea. But again, you know, just to recap, na and na expresses the not a lot of time to do something, and pa expresses, oh, you got plenty of time to do something. It's kind of like sa Domingo pa ang minyo. Oh, okay, so I have time to buy my dresses, my barong, whatever I want, right? And here are the last few examples of the usage of na and pa. So first is a question. Naglupad na ba ang langgam? So naglupad na ba ang langgam? Now I put a blank here because you can also put na there. Naglupad ba na ang langgam versus naglupad na ba ang langgam versus naglupad ba ang langgam na? So if you put the na at the end, it just really emphasizes that question. Naglupad ba ang langgam na? Like, oh, like it already left? Like you didn't know, you know? So it can have that kind of connotation. But again, the idea here was something flew away. Something flew away, and it was the bird that flew away, right? So nalupad na, and since it is an adverb, notice how the adverb right here na is right after the verb, which makes sense because adverbs modify verbs, right? The answer this person gives us is, oh, naglupad na. Oh, yeah, it already flew already. And that's what we mean by the completed. If na was already, the action was already started and completed, then it's going to have that already. You know, yeah, it already is, like, it already flew. The bird flew away already? Or did the bird, has the bird flown away? Did the bird fly? Oh, yeah, it flew already. Boom. So easy, easy. I don't need to explain. Here is a funny one too. Kaon pa, kaon na, right? So kaon, let's start with kaon pa first. So kaon pa, kaon ka pa, means eat more, keep eating, right? It's telling you to still eat, right? Still, right here, still eat. Kaon ka pa, still eat, or kaon ka pa, keep eating. You know, like to not make sure the action doesn't stop yet. Okay, yet. Keep eating still. Keep eating yet. Keep eating. All right. Versus kaon ka na. Eat now. I'm telling you to eat now. If we have this in the imperative, right? I'm telling you to keep eating versus I'm telling you to eat now, right? Now. Because we're in the imperative now. We're talking about me commanding you. Kaon ka na. Eat now. Oy, kaon ka na. Eat now. Eat already. Right? This one is nagtulog pa siya or nagtulog na siya. So this one can have for the pa meaning, because if we look at tulog, right, we have the nag right there, the nag, and nag expresses a completed action, right? So the action already started. If we talk about in terms of pa, so nagtulog pa siya, and we talked about completed, this person is still sleeping. Oh, nagtulog pa siya, he's still sleeping. Versus na, nagtulog na siya, he's sleeping now. Right? So, nagtulog pa siya, nagtulog na siya. Nagtulog pa siya, nagtulog na siya. And lastly, I kind of like this one because this one is just a basic two-word sentence question, right? Asa pa, unsa pa, right? And you can always add more to this question. Asa pa or unsa pa. Let's figure it out. Okay, so if we have asa, right? We have a question word where, and then pa, where else? It's asking for like else or what more, where else? Something that you're instigating or investigating, right? You want more. You want to know more. Asa pa, where else? Unsa pa, what else? What more? Asa pa, where more? Where more did you go? Where else did you go? What more did you do? It's asking, okay, what else? Or what still is there? What yet is there? Where yet is there? You see? So it kind of adds this amplifying information of moreness, moreness, something like that, right? You're begging more information with pa if you use it in that kind of manner. And finally, if we want to negate, right? Negating, because you can always negate verbs, can you? So there are three ways we can negate. You should already know. Dili, wala, ug ayaw. Sila nga tulo, right? So dili, wala, ug ayaw. And in order to negate, you have to have either one of these three plus one of these two. Dili pa, and it depends on the completedness again. I'm not gonna go over this, but it depends on your aspect, all right? So it depends on the aspect. Completed, incomplete, or imperative, right? Imperative with ayaw, right? Completed, incomplete, or imperative. So dili with the incomplete, wala with the complete, and ayaw with the imperative, plus pa o na. And you get something like dili pa blah 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 blah, wala pa blah 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 blah, ayaw pa blah 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 blah, or dili na blah blah blah, wala na blah blah blah, or ayaw na blah blah blah, right? So that's ways to negate it, which means not yet, not don't blah blah blah, not blah blah blah. It's just negating the action. And again, this is just a recap for our enclitic particles with pa and na.